Gentlemen, once you hit 40, the way you dress says more about you than ever before. It's not about trends, and it's definitely not about trying to look younger. It's about wearing clothes that make you look refined, confident, and effortless. But here's the problem. Most men over 40 are getting it wrong. Not in the obvious ways, like wearing graphic tees or baggy cargo pants, but in the subtle details that are quietly making them look sloppy, outdated, or like they're trying too hard. Today, we're breaking down the hidden style killers, the things that are ruining your look without you even realizing it. And, more importantly, we'll tell you exactly what to wear instead. Let's start with the wrong watch for the wrong occasion. A watch is more than just a timepiece. It's one of the only accessories a man truly owns. It's a signal of your style, your status, and your attention to detail. Yet, most guys don't think about their watch as part of their outfit. They throw on the same watch every day, regardless of what they're wearing, and hope for the best. Cheap, bulky sports watch with a suit throws off your entire look. A flashy, oversized gold watch with a casual polo and jeans makes you look like you're trying too hard. A tiny, outdated dress watch that barely fits your wrist makes you look old and out of touch. Watches should be intentional. The right watch completes your outfit. The wrong one makes you look like you have no clue what you're doing. For formal settings, business meetings, weddings, dinner parties, you need something classic and understated. A thin dress watch with a leather strap. A clean face and no unnecessary bulk. Think Cartier tank or a simple Omega de Ville. For everyday smart casual wear, a stainless steel sports watch works perfectly. Not a giant heavy one that looks like it belongs on a Navy SEAL, but something balanced and refined, like a Rolex, Datejust, Omega Aquaterra, or a Grand Seiko. These are watches that say, I know exactly what I'm doing. And when it comes to fitness watches or digital watches, keep them where they belong, in the gym. Wearing an Apple Watch or a Garmin tracker with a dress shirt and blazer instantly downgrades your look. It's like wearing running shoes with a tuxedo. Next, jeans that are too soft or too stretchy. When men hit 40, they start prioritizing comfort over structure. That makes sense. You want clothes that feel good, move well, and don't restrict you. But here's where that thinking backfires. A lot of jeans today are made with so much stretch that they barely feel like denim anymore. They're thin, they lose their shape after a few wears, and worst of all, they make your legs look soft. And when your jeans look soft, you look soft. The other mistake is going too far in the other direction and wearing loose, baggy jeans because they feel comfortable. What you need is a structured pair of jeans that holds its shape. Something that still feels good, but doesn't collapse the second you sit down. The best option is raw, or selvage denim. These jeans might feel a little stiff at first, but over time, they mold to your body and give you a sharp, clean look without looking too tight. When it comes to fit, the goal is balance. A slim straight cut is your best friend. It's tailored without being restrictive, modern without trying too hard. Dark washes will always be your safest bet, but charcoal or deep gray can also add versatility to your wardrobe. Get this right, and your jeans will actually enhance your look, rather than make you seem like you just grabbed the first pair off the shelf. Dress shirts that are too thin or too shiny are another issue. If there's one thing that instantly makes a man look less put together, it's a cheap-looking dress shirt. The problem is, most guys don't even realize when their shirt looks bad. They think a dress shirt is a dress shirt, but that couldn't be further from the truth. A common mistake is wearing shirts that are too thin. These wrinkle easily, are see-through under certain lighting, and worst of all, they don't hold their shape. You might think you're wearing something clean and professional, but in reality, you just look unpolished. The second issue is a shiny synthetic finish. If your dress shirt has that almost plastic-looking sheen to it, it screams cheap rental tuxedo. It doesn't matter if it fits well. If the fabric looks low quality, so do you. What you should be looking for are dress shirts made from materials like poplin, Oxford cloth, or twill. These materials drape better, hold their shape longer, and instantly make you look more expensive, even if the shirt itself isn't. Another overlooked detail is collar structure. A weak, flimsy collar makes you look sloppy. You want something with a bit of substance. Collar stays, or a button-down collar that keeps its shape throughout the day. And finally, fit. A dress shirt should gently hug your shoulders, taper at the waist, and never billow out. If it doesn't fit perfectly off the rack, get it tailored. A $50 shirt that fits well will always look better than a $200 shirt that doesn't. A poorly fitting blazer, even if it's expensive, is another style killer. A blazer is one of the most powerful pieces a man over 40 can own. It instantly sharpens your appearance, giving you a structured, intentional look. But the problem is, most men get the fit completely wrong. They assume that if a blazer is expensive, it will automatically look good. But price means nothing if the fit is off. A blazer that's too big makes you look like you borrowed it from someone else. A blazer that's too tight makes you look uncomfortable and stiff. The right fit is all about balance. The blazer should define your shoulders without being too padded. It should taper slightly at the waist, but still allow for movement. And the length, it should just cover your butt, not halfway down your thighs or stopping at your waist. Another key detail is lapels. The width of your lapels can completely change the way your blazer looks. If they're too thin, they look trendy and weak. If they're too wide, they look outdated. The sweet spot is around 2.5 to 3.5 inches. Timeless and masculine. Here's a simple rule. If a blazer doesn't fit you perfectly off the rack, take it to a tailor. A few small adjustments can turn a decent blazer into something that looks custom made. When you get this right, a blazer becomes your secret weapon. It makes you look sharper, stronger, and more in control. And that's exactly how a man over 40 should present himself. Patterned or novelty socks are another hidden style killer. There was a time when novelty socks were considered a fun way to show personality. Maybe in your 20s or 30s, you could get away with it. But once you're over 40, they make you look like you're trying too hard to be playful or quirky. Socks with cartoon characters, crazy prints, or bright neon colors don't add sophistication to your outfit. Instead, they create a distracting, almost childish look that clashes with an otherwise refined appearance. A lot of men think socks don't matter because they're a small detail. But details are exactly what separate a well-dressed man from everyone else. Socks should complement your outfit, not take attention away from it. The goal is to create a seamless, polished look from top to bottom. That means going for solid, neutral-colored socks that blend well with your trousers and shoes. Dark gray, navy, charcoal, or deep brown. These colors work with almost everything and give you that clean, refined appearance. If you want a bit of texture, a subtle ribbed pattern or herringbone weave adds depth without being over the top. For more casual outfits, like chinos or dark denim, you can introduce earthy tones like olive or burgundy, but keep them muted. The idea is to make your socks a quiet upgrade, not a distraction, and ditch the white socks unless you're in the gym. White socks with dress shoes or casual loafers instantly break the flow of your outfit and make you look like you got dressed in a rush. Glasses that don't match your face shape are another common mistake. If you wear glasses, they aren't just for vision. They're part of your style. They frame your face, dictate the balance of your features, and can either enhance your overall look or completely throw it off. But most men don't think about their glasses as a style piece. The most common mistake? Wearing glasses that don't fit your face shape. A round face with round glasses makes your face look even rounder. Glasses that are too small on a strong, masculine face weaken your entire presence. The trick is contrast and balance. Your frames should subtly counteract the shape of your face to create a more structured, refined look. If you have a rounder face, go for angular or rectangular frames that add definition. If you have a square or more chiseled face, slightly rounded frames soften your features in just the right way. Another mistake men make is wearing outdated frames that instantly age them. If you're still rocking thin, rimless glasses from the early 2000s, they're making you look older than you actually are. Instead, go for something with a structured brow line and a bit of weight. Nothing too thick or chunky, but enough to frame your face and give it presence. And let's talk about lens thickness. If you have strong prescriptions, avoid overly thick, lenses that distort your eyes. Modern lens technology allows for thinner, lighter lenses that still get the job done without making you look like a cartoon character. Glasses are one of the first things people notice about you. Get them right, and you'll instantly look more refined. Overly soft or worn-out leather shoes are another issue. Your shoes say everything about you before you even open your mouth. They're one of the first things people notice, and if you're over 40, wearing the wrong shoes can instantly downgrade your entire look. The biggest mistake men make is wearing leather shoes that are too soft, flimsy, or worn out. Soft, floppy leather makes shoes lose their shape quickly. They wrinkle in all the wrong places, crease too easily, and don't hold structure. And when shoes look weak, they make your whole outfit look weak. Another mistake is letting your shoes get too worn out. If the soles are scuffed up, the leather is dry and cracked, or the heels are uneven, it's time to either restore them or replace them. Invest in structured, well-built leather shoes that age well. A Goodyear welted Oxford, Derby, or loafer is a must-have. These shoes don't just last, they get better with time. The more you wear them, the more character they develop. Color matters too. A dark brown pair of dress shoes will always be more versatile than black. Black works for formal occasions, but brown adds warmth and pairs well with everything from navy suits to dark jeans. And don't forget maintenance. A great pair of shoes can last over a decade if you take care of them. That means using shoe trees, conditioning the leather, and getting them resoled when necessary. If you're going to spend money anywhere, let it be on shoes, because no matter how good your suit is, if your shoes look bad, your entire outfit is ruined. Belts that don't match the outfit are another overlooked detail. A belt is one of those accessories most men completely overlook. They think it's just there to hold up their pants, but in reality, it's a small detail that has a huge impact on your overall look. The most common mistake? Wearing the wrong belt with the wrong outfit. If you're wearing a suit, you need a sleek, understated belt that matches your shoes. A slim leather belt in black or brown, nothing too thick, nothing with an oversized buckle. If you wear a chunky, casual belt with a suit, it instantly throws off the balance of your outfit. On the other hand, if you're in a casual setting, wearing jeans or chinos, you can go for something with a little more texture. A suede belt, a woven belt, or even a slightly wider leather belt works well in these cases. But again, the rule is simple. Match the color and general style to your shoes. And let's talk about belts with huge, flashy buckles. Unless you're a cowboy or a rodeo champion, avoid them. They look outdated and make it seem like you're trying too hard. Finally, don't make the mistake of wearing a belt that's too worn out. If your belt has visible creases, peeling edges, or a cracked surface, it's time to replace it. A good belt should last years, but only if it's taken care of properly. When done right, a belt is a silent upgrade. You don't notice it, but it makes everything look more polished. When done wrong, it throws off your entire look. Polo shirts that are too long or too short are another common issue. A polo shirt is a wardrobe essential for men over 40, but only if it fits correctly. Unfortunately, this is where most guys get it wrong. Some men wear polo shirts that are way too long, hanging past their hips and covering half their thighs. When this happens, it completely throws off your proportions, making your legs look shorter and your torso look awkwardly long. It creates a sloppy, unstructured look that does the opposite of what a polo is supposed to do. On the other hand, some guys wear polos that are too short, either because they shrunk in the wash or they bought a modern fit without realizing that means it. Barely reaches their waistband. A short polo exposes your midsection every time you reach for something, and nothing looks more unintentional than a man constantly adjusting his shirt to cover his stomach. What you need is a polo that fits like a tailored shirt. It should lightly hug your chest and shoulders, but never be tight. The sleeves should hit mid-bicep, not sag down to your elbows, and definitely not be skin tight. And most importantly, the hem should end around mid-fly, not lower than your zipper, but not stopping at your belly button either. Fabric matters too. Cheap, thin polos lose their shape quickly and start sagging after just a few washes. Instead, look for piqué cotton, merino wool, or a structured performance fabric. These materials hold their form, drape well, and instantly make you look sharper. And one last thing, Ditch the giant logos. You're not a walking billboard, and the bigger the logo, the more it looks like you're clinging to your 20s. A subtle, small emblem is fine, but anything that takes up half your chest needs to go. Too many accessories at once is another mistake. There's a fine line between looking well accessorized and looking like a man going through a midlife crisis. Some guys think piling on accessories will make them look stylish. Stacked bracelets, oversized rings, multiple necklaces, a big flashy watch all at the same time. But instead of looking sophisticated, they just look like they're trying too hard. Here's the thing, less is more when it comes to accessories. Accessories should add subtle depth to your outfit, not take over your entire look. A well-dressed man over 40 needs only a few high-quality pieces. A great watch, not too flashy, not too bulky, just well-built and elegant. A minimal bracelet. A simple leather or beaded bracelet works if it fits your personality. But skip the cheap rubber or string ones. A signet ring, or a simple silver or gold band. If you wear rings, they should be understated and purposeful, not oversized biker-style jewelry. And a clean, structured belt. Nothing loud. Nothing that screams designer. If you're layering multiple pieces, make sure they work together. A classic steel watch with a leather bracelet? That works. A watch, 2 rings, 3 bracelets, and a heavy chain necklace. That looks like a midlife crisis. Think of accessories like seasoning in a meal. Just enough enhances the look. Too much ruins it. Cheap-looking outerwear is the final hidden style. Killer. Most men think of outerwear as just something to throw on for warmth, but in reality, it's one of the most powerful pieces in their wardrobe. The biggest mistake? Wearing cheap-looking, unstructured, or synthetic outerwear. A thin, flimsy polyester jacket makes you look like you don't care about details. A bulky, oversized puffer jacket in an outdated style makes you look larger and out of proportion. A synthetic faux leather jacket that shines unnaturally under light is a dead giveaway of cheap construction. If you want to look refined and masculine, your outerwear needs structure. It should frame your shoulders, complement your body shape, and make your outfit look intentional. The best options for men over 40: a wool overcoat in navy, charcoal, or camel, perfect over a suit, but also works with a sweater and jeans. A tailored trench coat, timeless, elegant, and functional. A tweed or waxed cotton jacket, a stylish alternative for casual wear that looks 10 times better than synthetic options. A high-quality leather jacket, bomber or cafe racer style, fitted properly and made from real leather that ages well. And let's talk fit. Outerwear should be structured, the length should be intentional, and the fit should be clean. When done right, your outerwear becomes a statement of sophistication, not just something you throw on because it's cold outside. Looking sharp isn't about following trends. It's about mastering the details that separate a well-dressed man from the rest. When you get these right, you don't just look better, you carry yourself differently. People take you more seriously, and you exude confidence without even trying. Investing in quality clothing is one of the smartest decisions you can make. That's why we've put together a list of some of the best options for polos, blazers, denim, leather shoes, and outerwear. The kind of essentials that instantly upgrade your wardrobe. Yes, some of these pieces are on the pricier side, but trust me, they're worth it. Instead of buying fast fashion that falls apart after a few wears, invest in pieces that last and make you look your best. If you want even more ways to level up your style, check out our next video, where we break down the must-have wardrobe staples for men over 40. You won't want to miss it.